I'm Frank Edson, and I'm with the North Shore Steelhead Association. We're a nonprofit conservation based angling association. We have been incorporated in 1973, so we're getting close to 50 years in the community. And we've been involved in an awful lot of riverine habitat reconstruction projects over the years. Our main focus now is going to be the current river and trying to make sure that the fishway is working as best that it can given its unique design. The mouth of the current river was always a place for anglers to be attracted to, predominantly for smelts, lake trout, pickerel, or walleye, if you will, and rainbow trout. So it became, after the parklands and after the hatcheries and the other industrialized facilities were vacated and removed from the property, it became a bit of an eyesore and a dumping ground for local residents to stash their trash, unfortunately. So yeah, there was a lot of material that was just deposited, some by contractors looking for a place to drop their fill, and some by local residents looking for a place to get rid of their sofas and couches and everything else you can imagine. So it was really quite a mess. And it was allowed to stay that way for a while because the city really didn't have much interest in cleaning that area or to doing much with that. It was naturalizing on its own, but in between all the trees and everything else was the couches and the concrete and everything else that was buried in there.
For sure.
We took it upon ourselves beginning in 2009 as an organization. It began simply as a conversation in a coffee shop. What can we do? A few boys got together and decided that, well, we should at least discuss it and see if we can get a committee going and see if there's any interest. And lo and behold, the club and the executive embraced the idea. And thanks to leadership of George Clark and Lauren Allard and Terry Kozlowski, myself and Larry Doggett, we sort of formed a committee and put our minds together, approached the city about moving forward. And we worked with Paul Farrick, who was then the head of Parks and Rec, and Werner Schwar, who's currently also with the city in the parks. It was never meant to be a fisheries enhancement, but it was always meant to be a civic development and something of interest for the residents of Thunder Bay and those who support us.